The Persian community across Canada is gearing up to celebrate one of its most important holidays, the Persian New Year, or Nowruz, as it is called. I hope I did that well. Tell us more about this and the traditions that mark this day. We have experts here on hand on Persian culture. Ghazala Rabie is here, and also Chef John Kovac, both from the Aga Khan Museum. So thank you both for being here. I smell what's happening here. We're going to join you in a minute to talk food, but first I'm going to join you, Ghazala, because this is the centerpiece of the Persian New Year. This is what we call the Hafseen table, and I want to know, what does that mean and what needs to be set out on this table to do it just right?
So Hafseen, Haft means 7. Seen is the Persian letter S, basically, in the Persian alphabet. And so on this setup, we've got 7 items that begin with the letter S, and each represent different things.
Wonderful.
So we've got sabze here, or sprouts, representing rebirth. We've got apples, seep, representing beauty and youth. We've got garlic or seer, representing medicine. Serke, or vinegar, representing old age and patience. We've got the senjet at the end, dried fruit representing love. And we've got sumac, representing the color of horizon. And the last one, it's the sweet wheat pudding called samanu, representing wealth.
I love this. Where would this traditionally be set up? Would it be in the home or where it's being celebrated? Where would we see this?
Traditionally in the household of every Iranian and people who do celebrate Nowruz across the world.
And does it vary in how much attention there is to the detail? Like, will you look and find similarities, but everyone has their own touch to it?
That's correct.
Okay.
So here, in addition to the 7 items that we've got, the traditional ones, we've got other decorative items. So for example, we've got painted eggs, very much like Easter.
Yes.
Because eggs represent fertility, as well as, flowers, pastries, flowers for, rebirth again, sweets and pastry as well, yes.
It's lovely. So if you can stand by, I hope that we're going to eat together in just a second, because we've got Chef John here, who is just cooking up a wonderful storm. And I know that food in most cultures is the centerpiece of the big celebration. So what are we making today?
Yeah, but food definitely is the centerpiece of any celebration. So here I have 2 dishes. I have a kufta barangi, which is a rice and lentil meatball. That we also use. I have 2 versions here. This is a lamb version, so this has actually meat in it. And then we finish it, we have some raisins inside, so it's kind of like sweet, sour, and savory. And then here I have Borani Badmanjan, which is yogurt and roasted eggplant dip that has a little bit of mint and dill in there. And we put a little bit of fried onions there for a little bit of texture.
Wonderful. And in terms of signifying, why would these be the foods that you would see at Nowruz?
Well, these foods are very homey and very comforting. These meatballs are, it's kind of like a meal in itself, right? With the rice and the meat. And it's a very healthy choice. Okay,
I know you're going to plate something for me because you have a vegetarian version. Ghazala, if I could bring you in for this, because I have lots of questions when it comes to the food. So is this something that the family would be doing all together, or is it tasked? A few people are going to be like, you're going to take care of the food?
Traditionally speaking, the mom would definitely take care of that. It's very delicious. Brings the whole family together, everyone around the table celebrating Nowruz and enjoying good food.
I love this. And so in terms of the family gathering, because I know it's next Tuesday, is that correct?
Correct.
So it would be a Tuesday night affair. My sister's boyfriend, hi Ali, they're going to be celebrating and Persian. So I want to know, when do I come over? Like, that's why I'm asking you the question.
For us Iranians, it actually happens on Monday because it coincides with the spring equinox. That very moment is the celebration for us. But generally speaking, Nowruz falls on Tuesday, March 21st this year. And because of that, it has been called the International Nowruz Day by the United Nations. So a lot of people celebrate it on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when the celebration happens.
And this is like, we know it's the Persian community for sure, but this has become secular in many ways. There are a lot of people who are celebrating.
Absolutely. Across the world, people from Afghanistan, Tajikistan, we've had people from Central Asia, from India celebrating it all across the world.
This is amazing. Chef?
Yep.
I'm here to ask if I can eat yet.
Yep.
And if so, what am I digging into here?
Okay, right. This kufta barangi. Okay, so this is a vegetarian version of it. Yep. Here we just take it and we just cut it.
Oh,
in
right. You
half
use a
for
knife. I was just
right?
like going for it.
So this one is instead of the meat, instead of the lamb, we substituted some bulgur in there.
Ooh, this smells
So it adds a lot of fiber to
delicious.
there.
Oh, wow. That is spectacular.
Great.
Great job.
Fantastic.
Because I've got food in my mouth, what am I supposed to say on Nowruz to everybody who's celebrating in Persian?
Eidatun Mubarak.
Pardon?
Eidatun Mubarak.
Edatun Mubarak.
Very nice.
Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
so, so much. Happy New Year if you'll be celebrating next week. And if you're in the Toronto area, be sure to visit the Aga Khan Museum. There are various programs and exhibits that are showcasing Iranian culture. It's a must-see. We'll be right back.